So we have 9 matches on the card because Clash of Champions is Gold Rush. It is AKA the one night of the year all titles are defended, except for the NXT titles, and
Well, I was gonna say except for all the other nights when they put a bunch of the titles on the line. But your point is,
But let's do our predictions. We'll do a prediction contest like normal. We don't have a punishment prepared this time.
We'll think of something.
It's not really a good pay-per-view for this, I think.
Alex doesn't want to lose. That's why he's like, it's a good pay-per-view not to do it.
My mouth hates the idea of putting cinnamon or anything like that in it.
Honestly, I think
that wasn't that bad.
I think we're gonna have pretty similar predictions on this card.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're probably gonna be really close.
I think we're all in the same. I think we're mostly down the same.
Let me go ahead and run down the card for you.
Okay.
So on the pre-show, it'll be the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura defending against Lucha House Party, which would be Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, with Kalisto on the outside. Lucha House Party has been having some tensions on SmackDown since Kalisto came back from injury. They've been kind of teasing breaking up yet another tag team. Because
Kalisto's going to heel.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So
I've already seen.
We always do. We go in order, so from right to left on our screen. James, who's winning this match?
Cesaro Nakamura.
Okay.
That's easy.
Right. Alex?
Yeah. There's a part of me that really, really, really wants to predict
the Lucha House
Party.
Really doing it?
But the problem,
I just gave justification for not doing a punishment is we're all going to pick the same thing.
But there's a hurdle in me trying to choose against the grain here, and that is the fact that it's pretty clear that Kalisto's going to turn on Lucha House Party, and I don't think that they're going to win the tag titles if Kalisto's or no, not even Kalisto. I keep thinking it was Lince. I seen something with Lince that was hinting at like him not wearing the mask anymore.
Lince and Kalisto having the problems.
Oh, okay, they're two. Yeah, so I'm gonna. So
I think Kalisto's taking the mask off though.
Okay,
that's why.
I'm not picking against the grain. I am also going with Cesaro and Nakamura.
All right. I'm also picking Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, of course.
Yeah.
Because really, no one else is going to win that match.
No.
No.
Lucha House Party is not the ones to take their.
No. Yeah. Lucha House will not be the team to take that belt from them. No.
And so our second match is also on the kickoff show, and it is Asuka defending the Raw Women's title against Zelina Vega. Alex, you're first.
Wait, run that by me again. I want to make sure I heard that right. Who is Asuka?
So it is the Raw Tag Team Championship match on the kickoff show as well. Asuka defending the Raw Women's Championship against Zelina Vega.
Oh God, Asuka's on the kickoff show. God damn.
Asuka's on the kickoff show, yeah.
Look, I love Zelina Vega to death. She's a great performer. I especially like when she cosplays. I happen to see a picture of her cosplaying as Jessie from Team Rocket. But unfortunately, this is not a cosplay contest. Although, to be fair, Asuka would be pretty good at that, too. I'm just saying.
Oh, I think she's done a few cosplays.
Yeah,
exactly. I have to take a look at it.
That said, Asuka's going to win. I'm sorry. Asuka's going to win. This isn't the pay-per-view for such a big title change as Zelina Vega becoming the women's champion.
Never mind that Zelina Vega's never won a match in her entire main roster career.
Yeah.
So, yes. Asuka. Asuka's going to win.
Asuka. I mean,
yeah, right.
Asuka,
okay.
God.
We're good. Asuka wins next match.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I don't know what the order of the matches will be, so I'll just read down the card. So we have Bobby Lashley defending the United States Championship against Apollo Crews. Crews has been the Hurt Business since June. He dropped the title to Lashley last pay-per-view. I get to go first this time.
Yeah.
And I think Bobby Lashley retains because I don't see Apollo Crews winning unless, he's revealed as the leader of Retribution after all. But I'm not holding out for that.
Well... I say I'm going to differ from this one. I would normally go with Lashley this one, but I'm going to differ only because only because I think they're going to do because of the Hurt Business thing with Retribution. They're going to have Retribution. Right? Yeah, I think they're going to have Lashley belt back to Crews just so they can get out of it and get going with their feud with them. everything, and the title won't be involved in this feud and everything. So I think they're going to do that.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
I see your
and
point.
And it does fit in with T-Bone's kind of that he is the secret leader, and he used them to get the belt back.
I can see that.
Kind of fits into that too.
But I'm gonna play it safe.
But yeah, so that's my. I say I'll go against the grain on this one. I say Apollo Crews with the interference of Retribution getting the belt. No, I'm like that. So I say.
Well, you know what I say to that, James? All I gotta say to that is I hope that you end up winning this prediction challenge because of that. Because I'm picking Lashley. I can't pick against the champion retaining on a match like this.
All right. Next match then is the Raw Tag Team Champions match. The Street Profits defending their titles against Andrade and Angel Garza, who just became number 1 on Monday. Again, yeah. But James, you're up first.
I'll just go Street Profits.
Yeah.
Oh God, why are they doing? They're finally okay. This will finally be the breakup. They finally gonna kill each other, Garza and
okay.
Andrade.
It might happen.
So Street Profits.
That's
finally.
Honestly, not only am I picking the same people, Street Profits, it's similar logic that I think this is gonna be as much as I would have wanted to see SummerSlam, a Big Four pay-per-view, be when they do something like that. No, this is more likely when they do it.
Right.
So, yeah, Street Profits.
I'm actually going to pick Andrade and Garza here, just because they've had so many shots. And we have to do. I think we have to do at least one title change tonight. And I think this is where it will be.
Okay.
Because Zelina Vega apparently split from them, they suddenly started working together again. So maybe WWE is just breaking them up because they realize, oh gosh, we have no tag teams. So I think Andrade and Garza will take it.
Okay.
All right.
It's
another tag team match. It's the Women's Tag Team Championship. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending the titles against the Riott Squad, or rather the Living Riots, even though no one calls them that. Alex, you're up first.
Alex?
Again, run that by me one more time. This is the SmackDown.
This is the Raw. Nope.
The Raw Women's Tag.
This is the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Oh, there's a Women's Tag match. Okay.
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are the champions. They're defending against the Riott Squad, Liv Morgan, and Ruby Riott.
I would love nothing more than to see the Riott Squad win this, purely because I wasn't that fond of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler being the champions.
Okay, so you're gonna pick them?
I'm gonna pick them. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna pick them.
Picking the Riott Squad, okay. I'm gonna pick the champs to retain. I don't think the Riott Squad are gonna do it. I don't think the tag team titles matter much, so it's just to keep Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler busy for a while. James?
Okay, my heart says the Riott Squad. My head says the champions. I'll go with Alex. I'll go with my heart on this.
Ooh,
because
okay.
I can see them doing this. I can see them doing the smash breakup now and everything with it, and with the Riott Squad against all odds getting the win, and those two just go at each other's throats one more time.
Yeah, because my kind of question is, how long do you think they would tease that? Because they seem to tease something like that. They seem to tease something like that when Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross first teamed up, where it was always a question of, well, when are they going to break up? And then they never really broke up. We're just now seeing something like that because of Alexa Bliss being influenced by the Fiend, but that's an outside force. That's not them just splitting off from internally. I think Nia and I think Nia and Shayna are more likely to explode as a tag team pretty quickly. So I think
All right, you guys put the Riott Squad.
Yeah,
Great.
and then
the next match then is the SmackDown Women's Championship match, and that's Bayley defending her title again for the third time in the last 3 months against Nikki Cross. They did it at Extreme Rules, and then they did it on a SmackDown as well, and now they're doing it again at Clash of Champions. I think they did it at Payback too, if I recall. No, they didn't. They did tag titles. But anyway, every title must be defended, so that's what we're at here. I go first. I say Bayley retains because they're building to the bigger match between her and Sasha at Survivor Series.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, Bailey retains, but this is Sasha comes back and beats up Bailey afterwards. So
Yeah.
Bailey retains.
I think it's a Bailey across the board.
Bailey across the board.
I think, and this is kind of a little bit of a joke because you mentioned earlier, like, oh yeah, one of these titles has to change hands tonight. So I think I'm good for my one title change for the night.
Yeah, I
think
I did too.
So,
I
think it's Bailey across the board because, like you said,
okay.
we're working towards the Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So next match on the card, Intercontinental Championship: Jeff Hardy, the champion, versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn, who claims to be the champion as well, in a ladder match. You're gonna go first, James.
This is the one where it could be a decent. Any one of them belt is not bad. I like Sami. I like Sami's swarmy, cowardly heel character. AJ is always, he's AJ Styles, and then Jeff Hardy can still go. AJ, I'll say AJ.
AJ, okay. AJ Styles to capture the title. Alex.
Like James did with the women's tag match, I'm gonna go with my heart, and my heart is telling me that Sami Zayn is going to take back the title that he never actually lost. Because let's face facts for a moment, there is a very specific reason that there was a very specific reason that they even crowned a new champion, and it has nothing to do with like him necessarily being injured. He just stopped being on TV one day for a couple months for reasons that WWE never really want to get into.
Right.
And it's funny that I say that, and I'm almost starting to convince myself that no, they're not going to give him back the title. But I gotta go with my heart. I gotta believe that this little break was the only thing that's keeping him from still being the champion. So I'm going with Sami.
WWE, where hope dies.
So I love Sami, but I feel like they've been clowning him since he came back a couple weeks ago. I think Jeff Hardy retains. Ladder matches are his signature. We're not going to give this title back to AJ Styles. We're going to have Jeff Hardy so he can have that triple threat match with the North American champion and the U.S. champion at Survivor Series.
Fair.
With Damian Priest and whoever is still the United States champion. Probably Ricochet by then. But yeah, I think Jeff Hardy said, "Hey, we have one match where we have something cool going on."
Yeah.
Our predictions.
Well, to be fair, it's a triple threat match, so of course, like we just picked one person.
Somebody's going to be
fine.
wrong. Yeah, we all picked one.
Somebody's going to be wrong. Right. That's all that matters.
Excellent. All right, so the Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns defending the title against Jey Uso, and you heard that correctly. Alex, you are first.
I have a question before I make my pick. What happened to Jimmy Uso? Did he get injured?
He's injured currently.
Okay.
He's out with an injury. So.
Okay, I missed that somehow. Okay, I'm picking.
The Uso's been off TV for a while, but they brought Jey back to win this number one contendership title
to lose
match.
To lose
to
Roman Reigns.
To
lose Roman Reigns. Reigns gets my pick.
He's a buffer.
All right, I'm picking Reigns. James, you're picking Reigns, right? We don't have to.
I'm picking Reigns. Yeah, I don't see Roman in this one. No, not at all.
Probably could have been a little bit more intrigue if they brought Jey Uso back before the night he won the number one contender.
Yeah, it would have made a little bit more sense.
Had him do the Big E thing, like he's just getting a singles career, getting off. But whatever, they have to clown him.
At least they didn't put Big E in this situation. I'm glad about that. At least they put Big E to get smashed, so I'll take that.
Yep.
All right, and finally, the last match of the card. It is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match for the WWE Championship. I get to go first. This is actually kind of hard.
Yeah.
I can see them changing the title here.
I can see it too.
And I'm sure they want to have Orton have the title by the time Edge comes back because, of course, Orton versus Edge for the title is printing money. Not really, but is this where you have it? Now I'm going to pick Drew to retain. I don't think they're done with Drew yet. Plus an ambulance match is the kind of match that the faces win, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I mean, I would love for Orton to get it, and this would be a great time to do it. This makes sense to it, but this thing with Keith Lee and that Drew, I gotta go with Drew also. I think there's still a lot you can get out of Drew. You can even flip Drew if you want to flip him, as it looks like he's going more toward the tweener part, not truly babyface, but just not truly a bad guy, more of a, they say the shades of gray. So Drew on that one.
Okay, fair. I have a question before I make my pick. I'm gonna need someone to refresh my memory on what happened on Raw, because I remember last week on Raw. I think I remember. Now my memory's getting really.
I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
The last 2 weeks, Keith Lee has been facing Drew McIntyre, where if he wins the match, he's the number 1 contender instead. Both times, inconclusive finish. Last week, Retribution interfered. This week, Orton and Retribution interfered, so the Keith Lee could never win the match. So that's what happened the last 2 weeks. So Keith Lee is not in this match currently.
Okay, thank you. That's what I because I think
it is a one-on-one ambulance match between McIntyre and Orton.
Because I remember I was talking to somebody and I was saying how cool it would have been if somehow they did this weird thing where they somehow made it a triple threat ambulance match. Don't ask me how that would work. I'm just saying it would have been interesting.
It would have been.
Since WWE doesn't really like to do interesting unless they go completely off the rails, I'm gonna have to go with. Actually, you know what? No, let's have some fun. I'm gonna go with Orton, and here's why I'm going with Orton. I'm going with Orton because I think that somehow Keith Lee is going to get positioned to go against Orton for the title. Or, at the very least, as a triple threat with Drew involved. That's what I think is going to happen next. So I'm actually going to go with Orton. Because it almost makes more sense for Orton to win the title. And then for this weird feud that he's kind of had with Keith Lee to come back to bite him in the butt. So, I'm going to go with Orton on this one.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Either way, it could go either way.
I mean, that might just be my heart fantasy.
So who are you picking overall?
I'm picking Orton. Just
You're picking Orton. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. So we'll do our reactions on Clash of Champions on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
If I don't fall asleep by the time the pay-per-view's over, we'll do our reaction show.
You're on the
I know. I'm joking.
Yeah, you're fine. No, they've actually been pretty. They've been pretty good with speeding through these pay-per-views.
Yeah, the WWE pay-per-views have been good. It's not the AEW.
Yeah, they've been coming down
6-hour slog.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing. Yeah, we'll do a reaction show shortly after Clash of Champions comes off the air.
Yeah, Clash of Champions.
Not Clash of the Champions, not Night of Champions, Clash of Champions.
It's Gold Rush, baby.
Gold Rush. I don't understand the subtitle things.